Ukraine has claimed it is behind a blast that killed a senior Russian general in Moscow. His death marks the highest profile killing of a military officer on Russian soil by Kyiv. Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov and his assistant were killed after an explosive device attached to a scooter went off outside an apartment building. Kirillov commanded the army's chemical weapons division, and Moscow has now launched an investigation. The attack was reportedly part of a special operation by Ukraine's intelligence service, the SBU, taking place a day after Kyiv charged Kirillov with the use of banned chemical weapons on the battlefield, an allegation that has been denied by Moscow. And when we're joined by Dasha Chernyshova reporting live from Moscow. Dasha, what else do we know about this attack on Igor Kirillov?
Well, we do know that this attack took place at 6 in the morning local time, and Igor Kirillov was accompanied by his assistant, who also died at the scene of this crime. We understand the Russian investigative committee has opened the probe. The forensic, the experts, the investigators are all working on site. They will be looking to establish the person who actually rode that electric rental scooter to that particular area before, and that could probably be shedding some light into who was behind this attack. But we have seen the flurry of reactions coming from the Russian officials. They all remind that Kirillov was actually giving regular briefings throughout the Russian so-called special military operation in Ukraine, in which he was saying that there have been allegedly numerous attempts by the Anglo-Saxon countries, as Russia often describes the Western countries, to perpetrate some chemical and biological attacks against Russia. And now the Russian officials say that someone did not like the evidence that has been presented, that felt threatened by the evidence Kirillov was actually making public, and that's why this assassination took place. But one way or another, Russia is saying that there will be the revenge, that those responsible will have to be brought to justice, and the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, has even said that it is likely Ukraine, and that the tit for tat is absolutely necessary, and the sooner the better. Again, no official word from the Kremlin on this situation so far, but Igor Kirillov was indeed known for his revelations and for the briefings he was making when it comes to the Western programs that were targeting Russia.
Dasha, given these promises of revenge, of course pending official word from the Kremlin, is this revenge likely to be taking place in terms of the battlefield in Ukraine?
Well, what we understand from the previous cases when revenge was demanded by the Russian politicians or society is that we saw numerous and massive strikes carried out against the military and energy infrastructure of Ukraine, as the Russian Ministry of Defense has been suggesting. Meanwhile, we have seen Russia making several gains when it comes to all fronts of the special military operation. We have heard the Russian president saying that over the course of the past year, there have been at least 189 settlements that have come under the Russian control. He also has said that the past year was actually quite significant when it comes to Russia's goals in Ukraine, saying that this year has moved Russia closer towards the achievement of those goals. And just on Tuesday, we heard the Russian Ministry of Defense confirming that there have been more gains on the Donetsk direction, and also some advances of the Russian military when it comes to the Kursk region, where Ukraine launched its incursion this August.
Thanks for that. Dasha Chernyshova reporting live from Moscow.